Yo, so humans have mad problems. I'm gonna point them shits out. And technically, these aren't even problems. They only become problems when you call them a problem. And the fact that we call things problems is a problem that humans have. But I'm going to make that a different video entirely. You feel me? Anyway, the first problem is the fact that humans assume shit way too much. And this is so negative and detrimental due to the fact that when you assume shit, right, you pretty much base your current reality off of how you already thought in the past, which isn't good. That's like, right, let's say you're a football team, right, and you won your championship by fucking throwing a Hail Mary pass, right? So now you start assuming that Hail Marys are just gonna always work, and then you start always throwing Hail Marys, right? Nigga, if you always throw Hail Marys, nigga, the opposite team is going to see that you do that and then make a play for that shit. And if you just assume it's gonna work without looking at the fucking field and seeing what type of defensive play they have and calling an audible or some shit, you feel me? If you don't know, an audible is when you have a certain play, but then you change your play in the middle of the play type shit, like before you hike the ball type shit. I don't know what niggas to watch my channel, so I don't know if y'all like sports or not. I'm not really a big sports head, but I know what the fuck an audible is. Anyway, with that shit being said, my guy, watch how the fuck you would go about assuming shit. Because also with the opposite team, right? The opposite team could assume they're going to do a Hail Mary. But now you may come on the field, right, with a whole different play. And if they're just assuming Hail Mary, right, they're not going to change their play. But if they notice, holy shit, their formation is different. This is not a Hail Mary. Then they'll change their play and shit like that. You feel me? So when you assume shit, right, it just blocks you because now you're not open to interpreting what may possibly be new right in front of your fucking face because you think it's just the same as it always has been. You feel me? No. No. I'm not saying you shouldn't be like for example, with that whole football shit, right? If someone's doing a Hail Mary every play, it's not bad to be like, they may throw a Hail Mary again. But you shouldn't just assume that shit. Just make that an option. Like another example, if you're I made a video on assumptions and shit too, but I use the same example inside that video. Kind of. I think it's the same example. If you're like hungry at a camp, right? And like you hear like rattling like behind the bush, right? You could be like, oh my God, that's food. And then run over there again and get fucking murked by a bear. Or you could be like, oh my God, is that food? You don't assume that it just is automatically, but you question and you think that it could possibly be food. And then you go and check and see it's a bear, then you just go the opposite way. And then you go ahead and find the motherfucking squirrel and kill the squirrel and you eat the squirrel type shit. You feel me? And yeah, I think I've said enough. You know, just watch that assuming shit. Try not to if you have long held assumptions inside your head, try to get rid of them and just instead walk inside situations, just looking at the situation for what it is. Because at that point, you'll know it. You'll like, for example, is like if someone is like your friend or family member, right? And you just assume that they're gonna be, you know, good to you because they're just your friend or family member, right? Then you may ignore the grimy shit that they do. But instead, if you don't give them that whole, I assume they're going to be because they're my family type shit or they're my friend type shit, right? Then you'll observe them and just look at their actions. You won't give them the whole assumption shit and then give them the whole leeway. And yeah, you get the fucking point. I'm done. Peace.